Sandra here from Create in Spain, and I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. I hope this is going to work, we shall see. Right, I've got a sentiment here which I want to put on a card. I am going to turn it over, and I have one of these things, a rivet I think it might be called. It's the sort of thing that you put into the crocodile thingy and do normally, but I'm not using the crocodile at the moment. So I want to mark off more or less the center point of this. So like that, more or less it. And I'm going to put a little glob of glue there. I'm going to sit this on the top, like so. There we go. And then I'm going to put some more glue in it. And you're probably thinking, what on earth are you doing? But there is a method to my madness. So put another glob of glue in there. And I'm just going to get a little stick to try and make sure I'm filling it. Got hair in there. Hairs get everywhere, don't they? Okay, if you've got a string, you can pull it off or cut it off afterwards. Because we're working on the back of this sentiment, you've got a little bit of leeway. We're not having to worry too much about what it looks like. Let's just put that down in there a bit more, and then put another drop of glue in to kind of fill it up to the top like that. And then you want to let it set. So basically we have our sentiment with this thing on the back. And you do want to make sure that you get rid of any of these little strings afterwards. You don't want them there, but they're easy enough to get rid of. So then what you're going to do is to get your card, and I have punched a hole in here. Now if you're drilling it on an electronic cutter, it's a 0.5 centimetre hole for this particular size rivet. They come in different sizes, so what you want to do is to make it so that it will slot in there quite happily. It doesn't have any resistance. And then you want to put it that way, whoops, put it through the hole like so. Could possibly have made this one slightly bigger, maybe 5.2, something like that, but you don't want it too big. Now I'm going to put another sentiment on the back because I cut out a whole sheet of these so they're the same size. And basically I want to put this onto there. So I'm just going to put another glob of glue, not too much of it, and more or less put that in the center and let it dry. So the idea of this, hopefully, is that the sentiment will spin. I'm going to put some foam pieces on the back of here, put it on my card base and see if it works well. Forgot to mention, what you can also do is just get a little bit of talc on a paintbrush and just put it underneath, because talc helps things to move, stops things from gripping. And so you can put it on the back and you can put it on the front. There we go. Take that off. And that will help it to spin. So here's the card. Now I've put the card on the base, and it does actually spin quite nicely, like so. Not as fast as the ones on the bearings will go, but there again, how often is someone going to spend time spinning the design anyway? It's really just for a novelty value. And if you have to spend a lot of money on getting the items imported, then you're probably not going to want to bother. So it is an alternative if you just fancy a bit of spin. Now what I would say is that it spins better when it only has a small circle on the back, probably due to surface area. A little bit of talc on either side will definitely help it to move. And obviously if you've got the hole too tight, that will slow it down. I could possibly have made this hole a little bit bigger. But that's just a case of experimenting. But yeah, I mean, it swivels, it spins. Do I need it to do anything extra? Not really. And it didn't cost me anything extra either. And a word about the decorative ones though. I've got some here. You have to be careful because they are not all completely flat. This one, for example, is kind of rounded. You may find that they work well, you may not, you might want to experiment. Have a little bit of a play, see what you think, and let me know. Is it worth doing or is it not? Thanks for watching, take care now, bye.